Hello everybody, this is Hadrian. Thank you for watching. Let's play some more Total War Attila in our Eternal Empire series. I want to stop, as I do every few episodes, and kind of reflect on where we are, as well as correct a few errors that I have begun to notice, not only on my own, but also through some comments that I've received on the series. One small one and one really big one. First things first, though, we have a bit of a situation in Trapezus. Things have been going decently well now against the Sassanids. We declared peace with them. We're able to shore up this territory for a bit and sort of stabilize things. And then I'm going to go down here, conquer Ethiopia, take over the Axum's territory. It's going to be a bit of a chore because they've got some death stacks, but they're consolidated in their territory. So if I can catch them while they're there, I can pretty much eliminate them as a faction, control all this territory, and then we can seriously begin thinking about making a final push into the Arabian Peninsula and taking the rest of this territory belonging to the Sassanids. I want to show you, though, how close I am to taking the entire edge of the map here. This is the edge of the map. This is the edge of my territory. It's really not that far. If I can push with the next war to this line here, then I would be happy. These factions usually fall over pretty quickly. They don't put up the fight that the Sassanid Empire does. So there are a few things in the meantime that I want to do in order to get ready for that moment. By the way, if you're wondering where the Huns are, that's the answer. 3 death stacks, including Attila, hanging out in Anacopia, just 2 provinces north of my borders. Speaking of Anacopia, these guys were at war with me in the previous episodes, and they came down just, I think, 2 episodes ago, really pissed me off in Trapezus. And the public order in Trapezus, which is Cappadocia, it's one of the areas we've been trying to get public order up in for the longest time. Things in Trapezus are failing. Things in Armenia as well are not much better because we're still waiting for public order to turn around there. There's 9 points of instability, which means it's going to take 9 more turns for that instability to go away. However, because we did just grow, thankfully, as an empire, we just reached a new level of Imperium. We do have room for a new governor. So I'm going to fix this problem right now by appointing a new governor to Cappadocia. Let's see, Cappadocia is right there. Perfect. And who do I have for my governor candidates? Actually, my son, Eutropius, might be perfect for Cappadocia. Let's see if we can go ahead and put... It would be good to have some additional authority, and yes, there we go. Religious influence plus 2 state religion governed province, which would definitely help convert everything. Let's see if there's anything we can give him here. No, not really. What about our other son, though? Yeah, that's we're going to go with Eutropius. So the emperor-to-be will become governor in Cappadocia. And I'll move him around at some point in the future, but let's see. There, that's that. So that of course allows me to not only start gaining experience with him, but also I can set an edict which will give public order bonus based on the presence of Roman paganism. It's only a +4 bonus, but it might actually be enough to stave off a rebellion in this territory and start to turn things around a little faster, hopefully. So we'll see how that goes. Of course, as you may recall from several episodes back, he is very supportive of the state religion, whereas our other son that was originally going to be our heir is not, so we changed heirs. So it's appropriate that his first action as a governor of anything is to help turn around public order and help spread Latin paganism in Trapezus. So that's one thing that I need to fix. So I have an army in Hyra. I'm going to scroll through my armies real quick. An army in Dimity, an army in Constantina. We've just reformed Constantina, and it's being rebuilt, so that's going to help income-wise. An army in Serdica, and then we have some agents in Constantinopolis that are helping out in various ways. I have this army in Constantinopolis that was there to protect against anything Attila might try and do. Then I have this army in Alexandria that's not really doing anything at the moment. So they're going to be built back up very soon, and they're going to be one of the armies that marches on this allied territory of mine. That's going to be kind of rough because declaring war on them will make me less honorable. But actually, you know what? What I'm going to do, so as not to incur such a steep penalty.
Greetings, most excellent friend. Be at home and speak as you would before your own
Hang on.
fires.
See, I think I'm trading with them too, am I not? I am trading with them. So if I cancel my puppet state status, this is going to take a chunk out of my income. I'll wait on that for a second because I don't want to lose too much income right now. I've only got 6,000 per turn. We're going to talk about that in just a second. So yeah, then I have an army in Yathrib, an army in Melitene, which is helping public order in this ravaged province thanks to those guys attacking Trapezus. And then I have an army in Nisibis and Duin. So public order is going to start turning around pretty quickly in these upper provinces, or at least I hope it will. But one thing that I want to change right now is I have been proceeding for this entire campaign, as well as past campaigns, not on YouTube, but just every time I've played Total War, I've had a slight misunderstanding of the food system and which food buildings are best. Let me explain. So right here, I've got wheat farms. Now, wheat farms, the way that the food buildings work in Attila, this is true, and this is the way I've always known it to be, is that you have a spectrum. On one end of the spectrum is high food production and low wealth production. On the other end of the spectrum is low food production and high wealth production. So you can have different levels on that spectrum depending on what your needs are in the province. Wheat farms are on the far end, the far left end, the far food end, I guess you could say, of that spectrum. Whereas sheep are on the far right end. Notice the wealth production. 1,250 from a level 4 sheep farm. So just different ends of the spectrum going left to right. So in general, I have always said and thought, well, if I want to really maximize my food production, I want to go ahead, especially in infertile provinces, which is where I'm wrong. I'm about to get to it. I should just build lots of wheat farms. Here's the thing. Wheat farms are indeed, if you look at the bottom left, at the stats of the building, they are indeed the most productive food-wise because of the plus 26 per local fertility level bonus. When you look at the next one down, cattle pens, it's only plus 15. Then the next one down is only plus 8, and then plus 6. So there is the best per fertility level bonus of any of the food buildings for wheat farms. That is true. However, notice the base food amount is only plus 30. So when a province is completely infertile, all that wheat farm is producing is plus 30 versus a cattle pen which is producing 55. Not to mention 300 wealth as compared to 50 wealth for a level 3 farm. So you catch my drift? In any province that has basically level 1 or 0 fertility, you're going to see me start converting wheat farms to cattle farms right now, because those are producing very little food and would actually produce more wealth and more food for me. It would fix two problems at once because I've had the wrong building built. Another thing that I need to fix is, someone pointed out to me in a comment that, let's see here, where is it? Here it is, yes. This province, Attila, has gemstones, just like Dimity does, way over here. And yet I don't have anything built that's actually helping to, build up those gemstones. So I'm also going to start demolishing this quarry, which is going to reduce our income, unfortunately. But we're going to build a gem cutter in Attila, and that will help increase our income there. On that note, I'm also going to quickly scroll through and just make sure, see, Tosp produces lumber, and I do have a logging camp. I'm going to make sure all of my special resources have buildings built. Constantina has marble, so we're going to need to make sure that's accommodated. Dimity does have a gem cutter. There it is. Sabrata does have dye works. Very good. Ptolemaeus does not have anything for their olives, so we're going to need to add something for that once it reaches level 7 growth, which is going to take a while because we're only at 3 right now. But there it is. Actually, come to think of it, let's have a look here. Yeah, they've got a tax rate boost going right now. So I could potentially do a food production and growth bonus there. That could fix things. Corinthus, they have a column carver for their marble. Scoopy has a lead deposit building already. Where else? Sonata needs to build something. Yeah, they need a marble stone cutter, but I don't have the money for it, so we'll do that another turn. Tremontium does have a goldsmith, so there is someone in place that can take advantage of that bonus. I also could potentially convert their goldsmith to a jewelsmith because I have gemstones, and that would definitely help my income as well. So just little things that I haven't really been paying attention to. Also, Oxyrhynchus doesn't have anything in place right now to take advantage of that gold, so we're going to remove the tanner. And we're just going to make sure that we're maximizing our income. Also, Ankara, they have a Silk Road trade house, which is helping. So yeah, you get the idea. Lots of just little changes. I've been talking about this for 10 minutes now, so I want to make sure that I actually do things this episode. But next order of business is we actually want to take a look at... Yeah, this is an infertile province, so we're going to dismantle this wheat farm. We can't actually do anything with this wheat farm because we don't have level 4 cattle pens researched yet. This is a meager province, so we're going to dismantle that one as well. And this one, we're going to go ahead and convert to... Wait a minute. Hang on. Yeah, it's infertile. We're going to convert this to a cattle herd. Let's see. Poor fertility is what level? Yeah, it's level 2. So pretty soon... Right now, we're still getting 56 food from this in total. We're getting plus 20 and then another 36. So when you compare that to what I'd get from a cattle herd, actually cattle herd's still better. Slightly. So yeah, I've just been making grievous errors in that regard. Fertility is still good here in Insulae Orientalis, so we can leave the wheat farms here for now, but we're going to need to convert those. Yeah, just lots of wheat farms are going to need to be converted next turn. It'll help out with everything. Everything. You'll see income finally start to climb because that's been part of my income problem is not paying attention to those wheat farms. Hasn't really affected me this adversely in the past, but it is this campaign. So we're also going to get some more income as public order climbs. Anyway, that was my momentary review / 12-minute review of the campaign situation so far. Sorry to talk your ear off, but it was necessary. All right. I think, let's have another quick look at our summary here. Greco-Roman paganism is up to 46% influence in the empire, which is fantastic. All right, our son can be a military count, which is good. We can go ahead and have our family filling up the ranks again. Can anyone be promoted to that master of foot position? Yes, someone can. Very good. And then maybe we'll have a new military count in the next turn. So, let's go ahead and end the turn. Oh, wait. Gaius Crassus has leveled up. I can do additional... I can reduce corruption. Got a nice income boost from that. And let's go ahead and open up these skills as well, because those will help with the province that he's governing. Let's end the turn. Of course, we are not at war with Attila. Excuse me. We are not at war with Attila right now. So, he is... he's right above my northern border. He's not on my border, but he's near it. He's raiding in the province of that faction that was attacking me repeatedly. Suebians, of course, are also a very powerful faction. We almost declared war. Interesting, the Axum have declared war on me. That was quick. They're moving on Baranaichi right now. So I'm going to have to come across with this army here and do something about that before I lose territory. That was fast. They broke a treaty with me just a few turns ago. And they've decided that they want my territory now. But it's good that they sent up armies alone like this, because I could potentially do something about this. If the Huns declared war on me right now, I'd be in big trouble. The Western Roman Empire is, of course, still around. They lost their last territory, but they kept an army, and the army managed to retake Genoa. And so they still have some territory in the Italia area, which is amazing. We have a pretty good relationship with Hispania. We just saw them sailing around. Okay, income is back down to 4,000. Crap. Alright, so some terms of office have expired. Let's take a look and see if we can fix any of this. We need a new master of soldiers And 2 new military counts. Okay, there's our Master of Soldiers. And we do not have the ability to promote any military counts. And our income is dropping, unfortunately. We do have 15,000 gold. How'd that happen? How did that happen? I'm not going to complain. I'm just curious. Where did that money come from? We definitely didn't have that much at the beginning of last turn. So I won't complain. I guess what I need to do is start building up an army here. All things considered. I'm not going to spend more than I can in a turn. Tell you what. Yeah, we're going to kind of grow it that way. All right, this army is going to move to... Where's this spy going? Oh, yes, that's right. He was going to reduce corruption here. So he's on his way down there. All right, looks like public order is starting to turn around here. I'm going to go ahead and convert this to a cattle herd. That's in Trapezus. Actually, no, I'm not going to do it there, because that's not a very stable province. Let's go ahead and start converting buildings that are in better shape. Not buildings, but provinces. Let's convert provinces that are more able to support. Yeah, this is going to help in pretty much every way. Let's see. Yeah, even here it would help. Convert that to a cattle herd. Gonna convert this to a cattle herd. This will, in a couple of turns, you're gonna start to notice an instant change in our income. Now, public order in Thracia, which is our home province, is also pretty poor. So right now we're getting, let's see, an additional 56 and then 50 wealth and then the 100 additional wealth. Yeah. Yeah. we need to convert these to cattle pens as well. Right now, in fact, we're going to go ahead and do that. It's going to take 2 or 3 turns each for each of these conversions to happen, so it's not going to be overnight that we see this change take place, but it's going to be a huge, huge difference. We'll do it there as well, and that's all of our money. But that's fine. Trust me, this is just fine. Now, we need to get this army here. How fast can you get across the water? Not fast enough. And public order is not great, so withdrawing an army from Yathrib will potentially reduce public order in this area. So not the best situation with the Axum marching on Berenice. But I have to be able to get to that province because that is in the Alexandria province and public order could suffer. So the Axum declaring war on me was really just a thorn in my side at the wrong moment. Let's take them out of the city and see how much... Okay, public order is actually still rising, so it's not... It could be much worse. I'm going to bring the army right here. And then in the next turn we'll come across and see what kind of havoc we can wreak with that army. Let me take another look around. Public order in Nisibis is skyrocketing, so that's quite good. Now, I believe there was a building somewhere where I was... Yes. There's a couple of places where I am making sure that I have access to special resources. So let's take a look around and make sure that I'm fully taking care of all those. Just looking for these resource icons so I can know where I was working. Yes, I need to convert this to a jewel smith as well. Preferably, I need to just do that in one fell swoop. I actually have low squalor in Constantinople, which is not good. Oh yes, Oxyrhynchus is the other one. All right, so we're going to delete that, and we'll be able to build a goldsmith in coming turns. Okay, let's end the turn and see what transpires. The Axum will almost certainly attack Berenice right now. which is not convenient. I really don't have the ability to stop them. Caught me off guard. So that is going to introduce an additional stability element for me as far as as far as having an ability to stabilize and get ready for a new war with Assassinids quickly. That is going to slow me down. All right, here they come. They're going to hit Berenice. They might sack it or they might take it. Who knows? If I had to guess, they'll take it. They'll actually take control of it. Yep. All right, so they've taken control of it. Now we have another army, a couple of stacks actually, that are heading towards this army I have there. Wonder what they think they're doing. The Axum are pretty strong. I'm not going to underestimate them, but we'll see how this goes. Assassinids are not doing anything right now. They could, of course, as I mentioned in a previous episode, they could backstab me the way I once backstabbed them. You know, they could declare war on me when I'm not expecting it, which would suck. Okay, it looks like these guys are... The Huns are just hanging out around Anacopia. Hispania is attacking Corrales. I wanted Corrales, damn it. Alright, public order stopped short of a rebellion in Cappadocia and is starting to turn around, which is good news. So let's start converting... Actually, wait. We're going to convert this to a... Oh no, it was... Okay. Okay. I already have the right building type here. I thought I didn't have the right building type, but I do. It was just an upgrade. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that, because that's another 800 income as well. It's going to take 6 turns to set in, but that's really going to help. That, of course, eats up my income for the turn, which sucks, but what are you going to do? Actually, speaking of that, let's cancel that, because I'd rather have that income to train additional troops here in Alexandria. It's kind of important. And there we go. And on that note, I will go ahead and end this episode here. We will continue now that I've reviewed the situation and talked about some of the fixes we need to make. Sorry that took so long, but we just needed a kind of pause episode, and the Axum didn't let us have it. So now we're going to need to get this army into the water and kind of see what they want to do as far as attacking me. It's really unfortunate that they took Berenice, because, yeah. So we're going to have to push back against them pretty hard, pretty fast. I might actually, yeah, well, we'll have to see what their armies do here. I'm going to keep this army positioned right here. Matter of fact, I'm going to back them off the shoreline a bit. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to keep them right up against the shoreline, and I'm going to fortify. But we'll have to see what kind of moves they make against maybe attacking that army in the coming turns, and then really push back hard against them and put them down before they can cause too much damage in Alexandria. So thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I upload new episodes in Eternal Empire every day at noon Eastern Daylight Time, which is GMT-4 for those of you down in the States. And comments are always welcome. Comments are a big part of what's helped me correct the things that I've started to correct in this episode. So they're very much appreciated, and input is always welcome as long as you are nice about it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next episode.